Hi there once again. I'm still Brian Jabbook. Thank you for those who have subscribed once again, and I'm requesting that if you're new to this channel, you want to learn computer, how to use a laptop, how to use Word documents, this is the channel for you, so you can keep subscribing. Don't forget to hit that bell like button so that you get notifications every time I upload a new video. Well, today's video, it's still going to be about Word. I've gotten people in the comment section telling me they want to learn about how to create a table of content. Well, today's video is for you guys. We are going to create a table of content. If you don't know what a table of content is, well, if you've used a textbook before, or even novels, some novels, if you've read some hard copies of novels or poem books or any book, technically a printed out book, it always has the first few pages having the prefair, then the shout outs, then they go to the table of content. The table of content is that table where they tell you about the different things inside the book. Like, you get a book, let me say it is a biology book, and in this book they're talking about classification somewhere, they are talking about evolution somewhere, they are talking about anatomy somewhere. All these will be found in the table of content. You will have classification and the page on which it is found. So for today, it's what I'm going to look at, and I'm going to start by telling you a table of content is created in a Word document. Like, we have been still looking at a Word document where we learned the different ways of opening, how you can save it. So today we are going to specifically look at how to create a table of content. So if I can just create a new Word document, I can just, let me use a blank. I'll keep typing the different, I'll type some titles in the Word document so that I use them for reference as I'm explaining. So for now, I can just create a few headings in the document. I can say the first one is having introduction. After introduction, let me say we have names on our first page. So the table of content usually has headings and titles from different sections of the document. So in this case, I'm going to create about 5 pages, and on those 5 pages I'll put about 2 or 3 headings on each page. Then we shall go on and create, because I want to show you how to create a table of content where you have a major topic, a subtopic, then another subtopic and a subtopic, at least 3 of them in the same document. So I'm going to just create a few like this, so you can just bear with me and let me make a few changes here. So let me say that it's the name, then in the next one there is maybe a date. So if we went on the new page, so a basic way of creating a new page when you just open your Word document, I know I've not talked about this before, you can just go to insert. No, insert is among the features up here. You can just go to insert and then you go to a page break. So you go at the end of the page where you want to create a new, so you just click on page break. It will obviously just take you to a new page. So if you looked at the left corner here, I'm now on page 2 of 2. If I go back to this page up, I'll be on page 1 of 2. I wish now you get that. So I've come back to page 2 of 2. So here I can now create what? Let me say I'm going to create a document about myself. So in the first page, I'm going to write an introduction, specific, a simple name, date, and I'll write a few things about myself. Then in the next page I'll write maybe biography, my biography. Under my biography I'll talk of my marriage. Well, though I'm talking about marriage, as young as I look, I'm still single. Though I'm not searching, I'm concentrating on my medicine. But if you feel like you can like me, well, don't mind to text me. You can just check in my profile, you find my email, you find my number, you can text me anytime. So back to creating a table of content. So you go to marriage. Under my biography, I'll talk about marriage. I'll also talk about children. Yeah. So let me say on another page. We'll talk about my residence. I'll talk about my residence. So under my residence, I can talk about my chairperson 1, my chairpersons, or rather let me call them leaders in my place. Then I can also talk about the different activities in my place. Okay. Then and if I put, let me say I'm putting a 4th page, so I think 4 will be enough. Under my, when I'm talking about myself in the 4th place, I can talk about my workplace, my work, my occupation. So I can talk about my occupation. Under my occupation, I'll talk about my boss, and I'll talk about my colleagues. Now I'll talk about my clients. So those are the different headings I'm having in my Word document. So if I had this Word document typed and it has very many pages, because this is just a sample. So let's say I had a document with very many pages, it would be bizarre for me to go on every page, editing the headings, putting each in heading 1, heading 2, because when you're creating a table of content, the table of content depends on the heading styles you have. This part where you're having styles, usually a document is in normal. Any document you create, if you looked at it, to come with a normal style. So for the table of content, depends so much on the heading styles. So for those, there are those that go under heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. So let me say if you have a major topic, and under that topic you want to put a subtitle, and another subtitle you have to put another subtitle. So the major topic will always go for heading 1, the subtopic will go for heading 2, the next subtopic will go for heading 3. So it's like that. If you have as many subtitles as possible, they will always go under the different headings, because you can increase this to a very large number. If I clicked here, you can see that here they can give us use here where you put create a style. So in that case, since I'm going to be having 3 subtitles on a topic and 3 subtitles on each page, I can come. So instead of going to each page and then I go to let me say my major topic on page 1 is introduction. I go to introduction, I format it, and then I put under heading 1. I can just go to heading 1, I right click, and then I go to modify. Under modify here, I'm going to do all the changes on the way I want every major topic to look like. So if I want, let me say I want my major topic to be bold, I want it to be centered, I want it to be an Algerian font. You can put any font you want, and I want it to be in a by default these headings come with a blue color, but you can always change this color to anything you want. I can say I want mine to be red. No, it will turn and be red. So you always look here. This will always show you how it will look like in the document. So from there I can change also the size. Let me say I want the size to be 24, so it will show me, and then I'll just come it's always important to put on a new document based on this template, so that every time you create a new, whenever you want to create a new document and you're going to use heading 1, you can always use the same formattings, the same editing as the one you've created here. Or even when you're creating a new page that you hadn't typed before and you wanted to use heading 1, to still bring the same editing you've used. You won't have to go back again, so it's always better if you just come and click here and then you press OK. So that will be for my first heading, my heading 1, the major topic. So for the subtitles, I can say my second subtitle. I come here, right click on heading 2. So the first subtitle will always go under heading 2. So I come on heading 2, I click there and I modify. Also I can say I want these ones to look I want these ones to be yellow, or you can still keep them black. Usually it's black, so you can use any color you want. You can make it yellow, you can make them bold, you italicize them, you can say to underline these ones, increase their size. If you had used the major topic for 24, you can use this one for 20 or 22. So okay. You can come and also change its font. Let's say we are putting it in Arial. There. Then you can edit it the way you want. Then you come and click still on based on this, and you okay it also. So from there, that's what heading 2 will look like. I'll now look at I'll now go to what I want my third subtitle to look like. So I'll come, as I told you can just come here and create a new style. Yeah, and naming your style, you can say to name it heading 3. Heading 3. Then you can just come to modify. From modify, it will still take you to the same list we have been using. So you can also modify this. You bold it, you underline it, you can make it in any way you want. So you can decide to make this one Arial black. Then we can, the color, you can say to put any color. Say this is also black. So you can come to new document based on this, then you okay it also. There. So from here, for every major topic you want, you just come and click on it. After clicking on it, you come and say this, I want this to be heading 1. All the editing you made in the heading 1 to be applied to it. And I say that is heading 1, I want this one to be heading 2. Come and click here. Then I want this one to become heading 3. I want this one to become heading 3. So you see, it will always move in the way of what you formatted it. So if you didn't want to create a new style, that was just for me showing you, but you can also still come and use the one here. There is a heading 3 here, so you can just come on this and you edit it, modify it. So the other one was just to show you how you can create a new heading and it will also be applied the same way. So you can just come and use this heading 3. So we can say we are increasing this to size 18. We are making it, we are giving it a font of Arial narrow, and then we are making it black in color and should be italicized. Then you come and click on OK. So from OK, if you want this to become heading 3, just come and click on it. After clicking on it, you come and click on heading 3, it will be applied. So for a better show, let me show it on the other pages. Usually before you create a table of content, you usually have to have a blank page, because usually table of content is among the first pages. So all you do is come here. You can come above here or at the beginning of this and you enter. So when you go back up, you apply a page break so that you insert a new page above it. So you now see this is now our page 2. There is a blank page as our page 1. So if I'm on this page, I'll put the cursor here, then I'll go back to reference and recreate my table of content, because the other time it had gone down. So I'll just come here, come to customize. From here, since everything I want is the way it is, so I'll just come and press OK. From here I'll get my table of contents, but then it's appearing like this because in the simple format it doesn't give room for the dots and then aligning the numbers on the other side of the page. So if I wanted to change that, I can just undo this and then I come back here at table of contents, and then I'll go to update. So still simple, but then I'll come here, I'll go to right align page numbers. That will put all your numbers on the right side of the document. So I'll just click here and then now I can come and choose what, if I want the lines, or if you didn't want the lines, if you clicked right align and then you've not chosen any lines, when you apply your table of content they will come, but then there won't be lines, but the numbers will be shown on the lines. So I can just decide to choose the lines. After selecting the lines, I press OK. So from there I'll always have what? I'll always have a new table of content, just like that. So let's say after I've created this table of content and then I come, I add something or I edit something. Let me say when I come after that, I come and I add another page. I come here and I add another page, and on that page I talk about the way you can contact me, contacts. So from there I want this to be heading 1. So I'll click on it, I come back here on home, I click on this as heading 1, so it will become a heading 1. So from there, if I want to just edit it, I'll just come here on my table of contents, I'll click on it, I'll click on it like that, then I right click. When you right click, it will always bring you options, and one of the options is edit field. So you just come to edit and it will ask you, do you want to edit the pages only or you want to edit the entire table? So since I'm adding something new, I'll come to edit entire table and then I'll just click OK. And if you look here, they have added for me another field for what? For content. Well, thank you for listening and thank you for tuning in. This is how we create a table of content. I'm still Brian and I hope you like my video and subscribe. Thank you.